Hello. So today we're going to be talking about this product right here. This is the X40 Turbo from a brand called Kyushu, I think. That's the only time you're going to hear me pronounce that name or try to pronounce that name in this video. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is. I probably should have done my research, but I usually would have done like my standard video of me opening the box and talking about it. But with this one, I had a little bit of like a technical difficulty with it, just like one problem in particular that I wanted to talk about. And if I uploaded the video in my regular format, I don't think that it would have been fair to this product. I don't think it would have been fair to you guys, because now I have a better understanding and I think that this is a better video overall to put out. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to help support the channel, but this is something that I was very excited for a very long time. I've been wanting a wireless 3-in-1 charger for like my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and my AirPods, and I thought this was the solution. I think this still is, but let me just go through the features and what you get with it, and then sort of my problem with it. It's very minor, and I feel like it won't affect that much people at all. It's kind of a bummer for me personally. You get it in this case, protective, really nice, and you get not just the wireless charger inside, but you get a USB-C, a USB-C cable kind of packaged the way that Apple would package them. This looks very Apple-esque, which I really appreciate. Then you also get a 45-watt GAN charger, which is very interesting, along with the charger itself. So again, this is the X40 Turbo. As you can see, this thing is pretty tiny. Like for a 3-in-1 wireless charger, it is definitely not the lightest, but this thing is made out of aluminum, so the quality is there. The part that connects to your iPhone, rubber. The bottom part is rubber as well for extra grip. I think it's rubberized at least. I'm not sure if it's like full-on rubber, but it's a very soft texture that won't scratch your devices at all. To use it, you just flip it open like that. The hinges are pretty solid. It takes a pretty decent amount of force for them to open up. And then the watch part swings open like that, and then it snaps closed. So very satisfying. This thing is very clean. On the back, you're gonna have the USB-C charger as well as an indicator light. So there's not much left to do besides plug it in and watch it work. I have my AirPods here. Very interesting. I'm not sure why it's not charging. There we go. Got my Apple Watch charging, and then this is not my phone. That's my 15 Pro Max. And then my iPhone charging. It's all good and dandy, right? Everything charges as it should. Well, the problem that I ran into is not with this pair of AirPods in particular. So this one wirelessly charges fine. It's my main one that I use, which is the AirPods Pro 2s. So this, to clarify, this is the 3s, this is the 2s. I still use the 2s more because I like the case and I'm just so used to them. So try to put them down, doesn't charge. And what I've come into the conclusion, you saw it there, right? It did the charging thing. But what I've come to the conclusion is that it doesn't charge with this particular case on. This is the Pitaka aramid fiber. So even though it does that sometimes, it'll go into like the charging sound thing, but it doesn't actually charge the case. Like I feel like the material or whatever is too thick. So if I try to take it out here, I feel like that the material is too thick. But if I were to take out the case and just charge it like that, it charges no problem at all. And I've tested it a little bit, try charging it with the Pitaka case on, did not charge. I tried doing it without the case, it charges fine. So I guess it depends on the case. The silicone case is going to be no problem at all. Like you can just put it on, it'll start charging. This is fully charged already, but that's the only thing that I've sort of ran into in terms of this. And which is funny because for the other wireless chargers that I have another one from Nomad, and then I have the Apple MagSafe charger. Those ones work fine. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to hear the sound charging. No problem. And no problem. Yeah, there. So they both work fine with the case on, but with this, not so well in comparison to just popping this down and having it charge. So that's kind of a bummer. Whenever I do travel, I feel like I will still be bringing this with me, but I either would just have to remove the case, which I found out how to do with a little bit of difficulty, but it's not too bad. Like I literally just figured it out just because this wasn't working right off the bat. This was like extremely hard for me to remove before. Or I could just charge it the old-fashioned way with the wire. And like I still don't mind bringing this with me to charge my main devices. And I still have the AirPods Pro 3, which I can wirelessly charge anyways. So I'm gonna give this its fair chance. You know, like I'm not gonna deduct any points just because it doesn't charge my AirPods Pro 2s with the Aramid fiber case on. It's just kind of a bummer, you know, but it is what it is. So that's just my 2 cents on the product. Just want to be real, want to be transparent with you. I still recommend this thing as a wireless charger, but yeah, again, I'll leave this in the description if you're interested. But other than that, thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.